What is going on, all my Terra Crown loving Pokemon collectors and investors out there? Hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, this is kind of an urgent video. This morning I was scrolling through Instagram and I was seeing tons of posts of eBay listings and eBay sold items from Terastal Festival. So I then rushed to eBay, and what I found with some of the prices on these items had me a little skeptical and, dare I say, curious of what these prices are going to be in English when we get prismatic evolutions. You guys know I am a majority Japanese collector, but I do like to dabble in English every once in a while. So in today's video, we're just going to see and maybe throw out some price predictions of what these cards are going to do in English. And are some of these listed items on eBay a hot steal? Let's find out. Let's get to the charts. All right, so today's website of choice is going to be eBay, if you guys want to do your own research. So if you're like me, I don't have any Terastal Festival pre-ordered. I missed out completely. I think that it's going to fall, 2-3 weeks down the line. I do believe that this thing is going to be printed into the ground. As far as this set in Japanese for English, I don't know what's going to do. I think that is going to be an entirely different topic. But in the Japanese world, we saw what high class sets like Shiny Treasures EX was going for. That set was going for like over $100. I think it was like $120, $140. Absolutely insane to be paying those prices. Amazing set, one of my favorite sets. I am investing into that set heavily. Anytime I can scoop up that box for 40 bucks that I get little ads on Instagram or TikTok, your boy is buying. But that's for another video. So again, right here, let's just go over the basics. The base of this set is the booster box. We all know that we don't get a booster box in English, so we do have it in Japan. That's what makes Japanese collecting just so much better. We get a booster box for everything. And in this booster box, we can see right now, if you're someone like me that does not have any of the product coming, 62, 60, 70 bucks. That's pretty much what you're going to be paying, around the $60 to even $85 mark. I definitely recommend that you guys go through reputable sites and reputable sellers on TikTok or whatever with high reviews. Don't try to go to these sketchy sites and get a deal, because we're officially in this point of the market where there's going to be those deal sites, and there's going to be a giant spectrum of where these booster boxes fall on the price. We're officially there again. It's a very weird time because we had Japanese booster boxes just so readily available on everywhere, and we didn't even have to think about these booster boxes being tampered with. But now that we have all these beautiful evolutions that we're going to get into right about now, it's just something to to double down on and to make sure that you guys are safe and that your booster boxes aren't being tampered with, the master balls coming out and all that stuff. So I know the reason why you clicked on this video was because of the price of the Moonbryon or the Sunbryon, whatever we want to call this, because this does not look like a moon. Sure, I mean, maybe it's what are those moons called when they clip the moon? Eclipse moons, where it's like all red kinda. But we can see one right here. So this is sold. This was last sold on December 6th, which is today, $290, which is this is about where I thought this card would sit. I said about the $300 to $500 mark. In Japanese, remember, which is pretty high for a ultra modern Japanese card. And if any card was going to get to the $300 to $500 range, it was going to be Umbreon. And this card is beautiful. I believe this person right here, they scooped this one up, sub $300, and that is a steal, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to make this video because I believe that some of the listings that are sold, that I'm gonna show you guys right now, they did get these cards at a steal. A lot of these cards right now are at a low. I personally believe, I don't think we're going to see too many of these SAR evolutions sitting under the $50 mark. So for some of these to be under that, I think they are an instant buy right now on eBay, if you can. And for my new viewers, there's a lot of collectors that are in English and they are coming over to Japanese collecting. There's deals like this, $725 for a single booster pack, for Japanese booster boxes, there's guarantees. So I do not recommend you guys buying loose packs. Just do not. I understand it's a high class set. There's only 10 packs per booster box. So you feel like you're going to get a higher chance of pulling one of these big cards, but just this is something that you guys need to stay far away from, unless you go to a LGS or your local gaming store and they have a fresh booster box right there opened, you know, and you trust them. Online, do not purchase loose Japanese booster packs. I'm telling you guys once and for all, do not buy. Stay clear from listings like this. And when I did a total search for the Moonbryons, Sunbryons, what are we calling this thing? All right, are we calling the Moonbryon 2.0? Because I don't think it is. Theoretically, invest early into this card if you think it's going to skyrocket. We know what the Moonbryon is doing in Japanese for EV Heroes. Way different pull rates. We're going to have to see over time what these pull rates are going to be. It's going to be interesting now that we have God packs where you can just pull all of the evolutions. And dare I say that the SAR Umbreon may not even be the top card. It may be one of the Master Ball evolutions because of the rarity, because of how hard these cards are going to be to pull. And stated in the title, I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. I don't think your wallet is ready. My wallet isn't ready to be spending on all of the sealed boxes that I'm gonna have to crack open to chase some of these cards, especially if you want to master the set. Now that we have these non-guaranteed master balls, it is going to be very hard, very expensive, and we are going to see some of the most craziest price hikes and craziest market manipulation that we've ever seen in the English market. The Japanese market's gonna be a little bit different, but I believe some of that stuff is going to bleed into the Japanese market. And the Japanese market so far, I mean, in all of Scarlet and Violet, minus the first 3 sets, have been pretty clean. It's been pretty fun, pretty easily accessible. And now with this set, I think that things are going to get a little funky. But let me know what you guys think in a comment section down below. Are we in the clear still in Japanese, or is there potential that it might get a little weird? Another card that really intrigued me from this list was again the Master Balls. So someone bought this Flareon Master Ball for 50 bucks. It is going to be a very pricey set because the non-guaranteed. I thought they were guaranteed for so long until I was informed on the Poke Beach website that they are absolutely not guaranteed, which is going to be an absolute pain to try to master this set. So as we can see right here, the Flareon Master Ball, 50 bucks. The Espeon Master Ball, 65 bucks. This is where it can get pricey very quick, and depending on the PSA returns, if these get 10s, I wonder where these are going to sit. These might be, you know, $200-300 cards, and you know that is a great profit if you're in the flipping game, investing game, and it's also something to look forward to if you're in the English space. Maybe think about scooping some of these cards up early before we see the rise. And I normally do not advise any of my subscribers to do so. I always say wait, you know, a few months to buy singles because they're really hot in the beginning and then they usually die off. But with evolutions, I think it's a little bit different. Of course, we're going to see pullbacks, we're going to see price spikes and manipulations, but I think if you just wait it out, you are going to see a good buy-in rate for most average cards that aren't evolutions, of course. So this last sold was a little funky. $385. I don't really understand why it was sold at $385. This gives me speculation that maybe, again, that the biggest card is going to be the Umbreon, but it's not the one that we think. I don't know how rare the Umbreon is in a Master Ball. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see to find out. And I do think this is an amazing card. I do think that these are going to look great in anyone's collection, and it is going to hold that, you know, that high tax because it's so darn exclusive. We're also going to look at some of the other evolutions that I think are are an absolute steal right now, and they're so beautiful. And it's nice that we finally have high definition pictures of some of these cards, because you guys seen my last couple of videos of me breaking down the set, and you know, get the blurry Leafeon and all that stuff. So it's nice. Someone scooped this up, the Vaporeon, 35 bucks. That is so crazy. I personally might go buy one of these right after this video, because at $35 for an evolution of this set, insane. Same thing with the Sylveon. The Sylveon is so beautiful. And I thought Sylveon held a higher tax. I thought Sylveon was like top 3 evolution, but maybe I'm completely wrong. But this thing going for sub $35. I mean, guys, I don't know if these evolutions will ever be this low. Why they're this low at the current temperature of the market? I understand that not a lot of eyes are on Japanese. Trust me, I get it. But a $35 evolution doesn't really seem too normal. Again, I'm actually gonna go to the listed right now and see if I can scoop up some of these evolutions. The Espeon absolutely blew me away as well. 65 bucks. I was like, oh my gosh, how are these cards so cheap? For as much as I want to compare this set to EV Heroes or even any of the other high class sets that I've compared this to, I'm gonna leave those videos right around here if you guys are interested. But I think these cards, these evolutions at sub $100 are an instant buy. And I think, again, if you're an investor, you want to go out and grade some of these cards, come back PSA 10s, because we know the Japanese just has a higher rate of a PSA 10. This is the move. I believe this is the play right here. And could we see a giant 50% drop off for the evolutions? I really doubt it. I really don't believe so. I don't think that this Espeon is gonna be a $30 card. I mean, I can be completely wrong. Those God packs could completely just disrupt the market, but we're gonna have to see. I did see that there's like so many different versions of a God pack where you can get like some of the trainers, some of the evolutions, and the Master Ball. So we're gonna have to see how this all plays out. And I am so bummed that I couldn't scoop up some of this set at, you know, 50 bucks. Even though I told my audience, I'm like, 50 bucks. I just can't buy one box. I want to buy 4, 5, 6 at a time. Some to, you know, to open and to keep for my sealed. And if I can't do that, I just won't invest in the set or buy the set or rip the set. So I will also have a bit of FOMO when all of the English collectors and English PokeTubers get to rip this set. And I know this isn't the sold card, but the Jolteon EX was my favorite. It's by far my favorite evolution in this set. I just think it is beyond crazy. Like, and for it, I mean, this is an auction right now at 36 bucks, but if we go back and we go to the sold, I mean, it sold for 33 bucks. I mean, what are we doing? Such a beautiful card. Probably the best evolution, in my personal opinion, in this set. Going for that. And right here, Leafeon again, 30. Flareon, 35. The, what is this? The Celerouge, 35. It seems like these cards are going to sit around, you know, that $30, $40 range for a little bit of the time. And then hopefully we can hold off just enough for the English set Prismatic Evolutions. I think it's one of those things where once Prismatic comes out and those cards go to, you know, the Umbreon going to $1,000, it's gonna raise the price for these cards as well. I think we're at the point where the English market is going to dictate what's gonna happen in the Japanese market. That's the main reason why I wanted to make this video at today's date. I was like, I can't wait any longer. I can't wait to upload this video. This one has to go out today. And what do we do with this knowledge? What can we do to predict the future of the English market when it comes to the sets? I think every single card in Japanese is probably half, at least half of what the price is going to be in English. I think the Moonbreon is going to see the $500 mark, $700 mark even in English. I would not be surprised if the Umbreon was $1,000 pretty much a month after release. If that ugly, nasty Pikachu can be at the $500 mark raw, what can a Pokemon like Umbreon do? We all know that the Umbreon from Evolving Skies is probably the biggest modern grail of Pokemon. I mean, Even my friends that are in sports cards, they send me listings and sold prices of the Umbreon VMAX, and people that have no clue about Pokemon now identify Pokemon being, you know, valuable and collectible with the Umbreon VMAX. And that is something to not scoff at, not to look over. Some of you might think I'm absolutely crazy for thinking that, but I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Do you think that Terastal Festival will be the most expensive set in the current Japanese market? And what will it do in English? Will it be the most expensive English set in prismatic evolutions? Let me know that, or anything in the comment section down below again. And then tomorrow I will catch you guys with a fresh new video.